Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. I have a new pen day unboxing and it's been a while since I got a new pen. Well, okay, I guess that's not true. I got the Esterbrook SD, but I'm really thinking about returning it, so I don't know if I'm counting that one. I have a feeling this one's going to be better. This is an order from Endless Pens. I haven't opened it yet. I thought we could get the initial impression together. One of my favorite pen brands. I guess you can't really see what it is yet. I saw this pen release a month or so ago. I didn't think that I was interested in it. I don't know, I was kind of drawn in. So this is a collaboration with Plus. This is a Sailor Plus. This is, ooh, so pretty. This is the Yumeyoi Sailor Pro Gear Slim. That's why I didn't really think about getting it. I do prefer Pro Gear standards, and I always tell myself I'm not going to buy purple pens, and then I buy purple pens. But I saw that Endless had this for a really great price. It came with ink. I like the nib. So it has a cute little design on it of an animal or a creature that comes when you're sleeping to, I don't know, do something with your dreams. So anyway, this is a broad. I thought that a broad was different and interesting enough to add to my collection. I'm excited to also check out the ink. It's a very light purple ink, so let's go ahead and try that out. So this comes with the pen, a 14K gold nib, again this one in broad, a converter, which is great. Then we have, let's see, a cartridge of ink, 2 cartridges of ink, and what is back here? Is this a notebook? I honestly didn't even know it came with this. Oh, it's a graph notebook. I don't know what type of paper this is. Ca.Crea has the matching design at the top there to match the cap of the pen. That's so cool. I love that. Details like that make me excited. We'll have to paper test that. Okay, so nice box, notebook, 2 cartridges of ink, the converter and the ink itself. Let's check out the pen. I'm really excited to see how this broad works. I do have a broad in a Pro Gear Slim Mini, and I like it a lot. So I figured that maybe having it in a Pro Gear Slim would be nice since it's a larger pen. But let's test out this ink. I have a pipette here, and let's get the trusty ink swatch book, which I was just ink swatching on. That might ruin my swatches a little bit, but that's okay. All right, clean page, clamp it down, and let's check this out. Maybe this ink will work with the broad nib. Here's the ink, Sailor Plus Yumeyoi. We're gonna do a swatch on the page. And I'll probably dip test the pen and see if it's usable in the pen. This is a Speedball dip nib, the B1, on the plain plastic dip nib holder. Beautiful. I can definitely see some pink coming through. Oh, that looks really, really pretty. And that would be really pretty with some additional shimmer in it, like the Colorverse Glee Mix. Check that out. I was just recently thinking, I don't know the difference between chromo shading and dual shading. I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, let's do a dip test of this nib and see whether this is a good match for this. Oh, I think it is. I think it's perfect. Very, very cool. This ink is just gorgeous. This is really exciting. You know what I love seeing is how inks sometimes look on paper towels, because you can really see the chromo shading in action. There's the purple, and then around the edges there's gray or blue. There should be some pink inside also. Wow. This is gorgeous. Very ethereal. So we'll let that dry. We're going to definitely fill up the pen with this ink. Let's just take a look at how this matches. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, let's ink this up. Should we clean it? That is the question. I'm thinking no. I won't dip the whole thing. I'll just put the cartridge inside. Okay, there we go. And let's put this back on here. Quick little dip to get the ink going. Put this back on. So cool. The thing that really sold me about this pen is I watched another video, which I appreciated so much because I didn't realize that the body was so transparent. I think that's so cool. And the grip section is transparent too. Beneath it, you can see the metal is like a, I don't know, gunmetal blue maybe? Okay, so we're inked up here. Let's take another look at the ink as it's been drying a little bit. You can see how gorgeous this is. They really knocked it out of the park with the matching to the Sailor Pro Gear Slim. So, so good. Really, really happy with that. I feel like we should maybe test this paper out while we're here. Let's move this to the side a little bit. And I think I'm going to maybe put a little bit of this ink in this ink miser so that I can dip into it with the dip pen and not really worry about contamination. I don't want to waste any of it. This is a 20 ml bottle. I love using speedball nibs for monoline writing. Ooh, pretty. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I just love ink. Isn't it the best? Okay. Looks like it's drying here. It looks like the paper is handling it really well. That's very cool. Let's try it with the pen itself. Runaway dip nib. So that's what we have here. This paper is awesome. I'll have to find out what this is. I'll put it up on the screen. I mean, you can see that gradation that's happening is beautiful. Compare that to original Tomoe River paper, Tomoegawa. It's just a different effect. This one has the ink drying in like blotches to make the colors stand out, and this one is like a very smooth transition between the ink. So this one has more like a watercolor effect, and this one is, I would say, just more controlled. They are both incredible. I love this though. I wonder if this is like a Midori. It's much more cream colored. Also dries very, very quickly. Here's the back. Barely any ghosting. And this is still drying. There's a huge amount of ink on there still, but there's zero bleed through on this one. And it looks like very little ghosting. So both excellent. Yeah, this is like a Traveler's Company insert size. Very cool. So that's it. That's my new pen day. I'm so pleased with it. This is so different than when I unboxed my Esterbrook SD Bestie. I just am impressed and just very content. Feel like this was definitely worth the price point. That's why I am really grappling with whether to return the SD Bestie. I would have to pay a restocking fee because it was inked, but I don't know. I just can't stop thinking about it, which I know will annoy me as time goes on. I have one more Sailor fountain pen that will be joining my collection. I'm actually going to pick it up in person. So I will see if I can film a little bit. I'm excited to show you what it is. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and I will talk to everybody again soon. Bye.